Assalamu alaikum my viewers. Today we will discuss about the last prophet of Allah, God, which is known as the best man in the world. So let's start over beautiful journey. If you like this video, then subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Prophet Muhammad, also known as Muhammad ibn Abdullah, was a religious and political leader who lived in the 6th and 7th centuries in what is now modern-day Saudi Arabia. He is considered the last and final prophet in Islam. Muhammad is revered by Muslims as the messenger of God and the founder of the Islamic faith. Muhammad was born in the year 570 in the city of Mecca. He belonged to the Quraysh tribe, which held significant influence in Mecca at the time. Muhammad lost both his parents at a young age and was raised by his uncle. He worked as a merchant and gained a reputation for his honesty and integrity, earning the title of Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 40, Muhammad had a profound spiritual experience known as the First Revelation. He received a series of revelations from God through the Angel Gabriel over a period of 23 years. These revelations were later compiled into the Islamic holy book, the Quran. Muhammad began preaching the message of monotheism, emphasizing the worship of one God, Allah, and rejecting the polytheistic beliefs prevalent in Mecca. His teachings challenged the existing social and economic order, which brought him into conflict with the ruling elite and religious leaders of Mecca. Despite facing opposition, Muhammad and his followers persevered and eventually migrated to the city of Medina in 622, an event known as the Hijra. This migration marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar and established the first Muslim community. In Medina, Muhammad continued to preach and propagate Islam, while also establishing a system of governance based on Islamic principles. He united the diverse tribes of Medina under the Constitution of Medina, which provided a framework for cooperation and peaceful coexistence among Muslims and non-Muslims. Muhammad's military and diplomatic skills enabled the early Muslim community to grow and defend itself against external threats. Over time, his influence expanded, and he eventually returned to Mecca in 630, conquering the city peacefully. Throughout his life, Muhammad emphasized the importance of moral and ethical conduct, social justice, compassion, and piety. He promoted the equality of all individuals regardless of their race, ethnicity, or social status. Muhammad's teachings covered various aspects of life, including personal spirituality, family matters, economic principles, and guidelines for governance. After returning to Mecca, Muhammad performed his last pilgrimage, known as the Farewell Pilgrimage, during which he delivered a sermon that emphasized the importance of unity, equality, and justice. He passed away in Medina in 632 at the age of 63. Muhammad's legacy is profound and enduring. He is revered by Muslims as the ideal example of a human being and the embodiment of the Quranic teachings. His life and teachings continue to guide millions of Muslims worldwide, shaping their beliefs, practices, and moral values. Now here we will discuss about his love and kindness with others. Prophet Muhammad was known for his kindness and compassion towards others. His interactions with people from all walks of life reflected his gentle and benevolent nature. Here are some examples of his kindness. Treatment of the poor and needy. Muhammad had a deep concern for the poor and needy members of society. He emphasized the importance of charity and encouraged his followers to help those in need. He would personally give to the poor and often shared whatever he had with them, even when he had very little himself. Care for orphans. Muhammad had a particular soft spot for orphans, as he himself had experienced the loss of his parents at a young age. He urged his followers to treat orphans with kindness and generosity. He emphasized the importance of providing them with love, care, and support, and he himself set an example by taking care of orphan children. Respect for the elderly. Prophet Muhammad showed great respect for the elderly, recognizing their wisdom and experience. He would rise from his seat when an elderly person entered the room as a sign of honor and would listen attentively to their advice and opinions. He uplifted the status of women, promoting their education, granting them property rights, and protecting them from abuse. He emphasized the importance of kindness and respect towards women. and he treated his wives and female companions with love and compassion. Forgiveness and mercy. Prophet Muhammad was known for his forgiving nature. Even in the face of personal insults and persecution, he responded with patience and forgiveness. When he conquered Mecca, instead of seeking revenge, he pardoned those who had previously harmed him and showed mercy to his former adversaries. Kindness to animals. Muhammad had a deep respect for all of God's creation, including animals. He emphasized the importance of treating animals with kindness and forbade any form of cruelty towards them. He taught that animals should be provided with proper care, and he discouraged overloading them, beating them, or causing them unnecessary harm. These examples demonstrate Prophet Muhammad's kind and compassionate character, as he consistently displayed empathy and consideration for the well-being of others. His teachings and actions serve as a source of inspiration for Muslims and others, encouraging kindness, compassion, and justice in their interactions with fellow human beings and all of creation. Do not forget to subscribe my informative channel.